Hey, this is Chris Gore. You're listening to Dr. Gonzo Radio on Dr. Gonzo Piqua something.com. I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah, we'll have Zach. I'll have Zach do the next bumper.
So, hey, Dr. Gonzo's here.
Put a dime in him, you gotta let the whole song play out.
He'd like human jukebox.
Oh, he's a talker, ain't he?
He's an old fat grandpa man.
And hey, this is Dr. Gonzo here, and I'm here with a special guest, Bob. Bob, let's get all cozy and straight. Show your name tag. Yeah, this is from Too Much Cocaine in the 80s, but I do like to have fun. And Bob is here joining me to co-host this review of Beetlejuice. He's got his name tag on. Hey, Bob, are your headphones okay? Are your headphones okay? Let's flip the camera on you just a little bit here. The bat room. Remember when they used to have it sideways? There's Bob. Is your lapel mic okay, Bob? I went and saw Beetlejuice. Now, in starting off, I just wanted to say I do not monetize my channel. I have a regular job. I do this for fun and to keep my brain active. I'm an older guy, and I love the fellowship. As you can see in the background, there's Gary's poster. Let me move my head. And there's Chris's poster. And of course, the great Film Threat t-shirt for this thing. So I highly recommend, make up your own minds. Listen to who you want to. I highly recommend Film Threat. Buy their merch. They got great merch, especially coming up for the holiday season. Like, subscribe, become a member there, as well as buy some of their merch. And I can't say enough about Gary Beaker as well. He's been under attack from the shills of Disney. And you can go to Gary's channel. That's Nerdrotic. And now Gary has two channels. I'm going to become a member of his other channel. I'm a member of Nerdrotic, but he also has Nerdrotic Daily. So you can have two separate memberships to that. So that's my little commercial. These guys do not sponsor me. I'm on the low totem pole here, but I have met them at the Vegas meetup, and I've met Chris a couple times. Great guys. Can't say enough about Gary and his beautiful wife, Melissa, and Alan Ing of Film Threat. And of course, my good friends at Project Egg Roll. Philip Chen, I met him at the Vegas meetup. Excuse me if I have allergies really, really bad. Philip Chen, Project Egg Rolls, I'm a member there. My advice on Nerdrotic is to go watch Friday Night Tights, because he has a whole bunch of great channels on there. And then you can pick who you like. And of course, support who you like. They do it for a living. So I would encourage you, all those guys, Ryan Kinnell, of course, my good friend Dante. And if you're a Hispanic, the Telemundo of YouTube channels is Latino Slant. So if you're Hispanic, go check out my buddy Paulie there. So that's and decide who you want to listen to. You know, you have freedom of choice. So let's get on to the Beetlejuice review, the Beetlejuice review. And I just went and saw it, and I am a huge Beetlejuice fan. Of course, I'm wearing my kind of Tim Burton-ish hat and my great Film Threat Beetlejuice t-shirt. And Beetlejuice was released in 1988, and that was 1 year before Batman. Now, I'm a Michael Keaton addict. You know, I love Michael Keaton. I love everything he's in. Birdman, I didn't like it as much as some of the others did, but that's okay. Love Multiplicity, of course, Batman. So let's get to the movie review. Now, Beetlejuice takes place 36 years after the original Beetlejuice. I'm going to address some of the complaints that I've heard. Now, I respect anybody's review. Everybody has a right to like it or not like it. I actually love the movie. Right away, I'm going to give you my rating. It's about a high 7, not an 8 or a 9, because it did go into a lot of different areas, a lot of different subplots, not areas. But this is going to, I'm going to have spoilers in this. So I'm putting the spoiler ticker up. If you have not seen it yet, come back to the review if you want to. All in all, before you, if you're going to peace out, it's a really good movie. It's worth watching. It's not overly long. There are no post-credit scenes or after the final roll, the film roll. There's nothing there. So once the movie's done, you can peace out, leave the theater. So I give it 2 thumbs up. I mean, I really liked it. And here's why I liked it. Now, Beetlejuice, it has been said to be underused in this movie. And if you really think about it, if you go back to the first one, they had a couple signs come up in this. I'm talking about Beetlejuice 1, but Michael Keaton isn't really in until about the 27-minute mark in the first Beetlejuice. Now, I liked this Beetlejuice movie because the best-selling point was they do his origin story. And I thought that was a neat thing. He's in a lot. Michael Keaton is in a lot of the movie. He really is. But this is probably why it won't be. It's not going to be like Deadpool and Wolverine for sure. But the one maybe negative thing about it is they got a lot of subplots going on. You know, you have Justin Theroux's character, and he's trying to scam Lydia's character. And in this, we learn a lot more of the backstory of Lydia and Astrid. Now, of course, they're not going to have Charles Dietz in this because the actor who played Charles Dietz got into some legal trouble, you know, and Jeffrey Jones. And I liked him in the other movies he was in. I liked him in Howard the Duck. I liked him in Deadwood and all that, but he got into some trouble, so I think it was wise to keep them out. Why weren't the Maitlands in? Alec Baldwin is not going to be in, and the story is pretty filled with subplots. There's a subplot with Astrid, who is Lydia Dietz's daughter, and of course, it has a lot of backstory in it. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons I really enjoyed it. So I got to say that the subplots were a little distracting, but it made sense. And the thing I liked about it is it showed my buddy Bob here. Bob, you were almost the co-star of the movie. Shows my buddy Bob here and Beetlejuice in the underworld. It definitely there's some cameos down there too. It definitely gives you more of a look into the underworld. So we got a little bit of Beetlejuice's origin story in the first movie. Let me play that for you.
Sure. Go ahead, shoot.
Well, for instance, what are your qualifications?
Well, I attended Juilliard. I'm a graduate of the Harvard Business School. I travel quite extensively. I lived through the Black Plague, and I had a pretty good time during that. I've seen The Exorcist about 167 times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. Not to mention the fact that you're talking to a dead guy. Now, what do you think? You think I'm qualified?
What I mean is, can you be scary?
Oh, I know you're asking me. Can I be scary? What do you think of this? You like it?
Now, of course, they do repeat that bit again. Now, I want to caution you on taking small children to this. This is a lot gorier and scarier. Almost, I'll say almost like Chucky. Remember that movie, Child's Play? There's some scenes in there that are pretty gross and pretty gory. So small children, hey, it's your call. I wouldn't take my kids at an early age. I definitely would not take my granddaughter to it. She's in second grade. So with the little kids, use your judgment. It is gory. It is scary. But it's a great movie. And let's play a little Bob clip. Bob, I didn't forget about you, buddy.
Nobody gets through.
Yeah, Bob is the hero. Bob did a great job on the movie. I enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed the subplots. I enjoyed the music. They did do Deo. I didn't like the way they utilized it. They kind of utilized it. Again, there's spoilers here in Charles Dietz's funeral. So didn't care for that. Love Harry Belafonte. The one thing that I want to share with you is Danny Elfman who's a great composer. And I mean, I go back with Oinga Boinga. Danny was first, he was part of the band Oinga Boinga. If you remember them from that Rodney Dangerfield movie, Back to School, they play in a frat party thing. And Danny Elfman is a great composer. He's composed a lot of stuff. Now, he did use the original soundtrack, and I'm a music producer, so I got the ears for this. I just want to qualify myself a little bit. He tweaked it. He tweaked it enough to where it was different. You know, anybody could have slapped the same soundtrack in there, but I'm sure Tim Burton probably challenged him, or Danny Elfman's a great composer, so he probably wanted to take it, and take it up a notch. They do a scene for Tragedy by the Bee Gees, which I liked, and they used a song. Again, there's spoilers here. They used a song which I would guess most of the kids would not know what it was, who it is, or what it's from, but it was MacArthur Park. Interesting story about MacArthur Park. My good friend Hal Blaine from the Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew actually played the music for that. Hal played drums on it. Hal was going through a situation. So Jimmy Webb, the guy who wrote MacArthur Park, actually flew Hal out to London for a bit of vacation, and he went in to meet Richard Harris, and he met him in his hotel room. And Richard Harris he was wearing a terry cloth robe, and that was it. Terry cloth robe stopped at his belly button, and his manhood was swinging in the wind. Oops. So interesting little side story there. Now, most of you young people out there, would know Richard Harris. This was an actor who sang MacArthur Park. You may know him as Dumbledore. He played Dumbledore in the Harry Potter movies. I think he died in 2002. Now, us old dudes would have known him from Camelot, which I actually own. Great musical from back in the 60s. So, people are going to like this movie or not. I think it's the perfect Halloween movie for you to go out and get a little scares. Again, I want to caution you, it is scarier and gorier than the first movie, but there's a lot of Beetlejuice in it. Surprises with Delia and Lydia and Astrid. Very complex mother-daughter things, and some interesting stuff with Lydia and Astrid's backstory. Charles died, and so did Lydia, and Lydia's husband and Astrid's father died. But this will be revealed in the movie. So, hey, I give it like a low 7, maybe. I would go see it again. I've seen Deadpool and Wolverine 5 times. I would not go see Beetlejuice more than maybe once or twice, and I'll get it when it comes out on Blu-ray. I think they did a good job on it. Tim Burton is not passé. I think he still makes good movies. In my opinion, I like his work. So, hey, this is Dr. Gonzo saying, go see Beetlejuice. Check it out. Our theater was pretty full on this. We'll see what the numbers are once a couple weeks go by. Hey, a little extra addition for you. I have some video of Richard Harris performing MacArthur Park with an orchestra. It's an old film that I have. And so here's the outro, and there you go.
Spring was never waiting for us, girl. It ran one step ahead as we followed in the dance. Between the parted pages and were pressed in love's hot-fevered iron like a striped pair of pants. The spark is melting in the dark, all the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to bake it, and I'll never have that recipe again. Recall the yellow cotton dress foaming like a wave on the ground around your knees. The birds like tender babies in your hands, and the old man playing checkers by the trees. This park is melting in the dark, all the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to bake it, and I'll never have the recipe again. Oh no. There will be another dream for me. Someone will bring it. I will drink the wine while it is warm, and never let you catch me looking at the sun. And after all the loves of my life, after all the loves of my life, you'll still be the one. I will take my life into my hands, and I will use it. I will win the worship in their eyes, and I will lose it. I will have the things that I desire, and my passion flow like rivers to the sky. and wondering why. In the dark, all the sweet green ice ain't flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to bake it, and I'll never have that recipe again.
Hail to the king, baby.
What the hell are you two doing? That's called rocking out. You wouldn't understand, Dad. You're not with it. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me. It'll happen to you.
And this is Dr. Gonzo for all you baby boomers. Hey, like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you right around the corner.